Anyway, where you are, wish you are having a good day. And here we are with our Z7 and Z1 again. Uh, Today we're having special offer, and if you buy today, you will get 2 years of warranty and 15 days of no reason return. So you can buy this, you can try, and then after that you can, well, if you don't like it, which I'm sure you will like, you could just send it back to us. And yeah, uh, so let us start with our Z7 or Z1. Or yeah, actually, could you please tell me if you can hear me well and see me well and all this stuff, just to check if everything goes well. And after that we will start talking about our smartwatches. Yeah, actually, I took them home yesterday, and I personally really enjoyed. I'm not sure how the kids play and how exactly they use them, but as an adult, I actually found that the watches are really nice to use and they look nice with the clothes. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I was having a walk yesterday and I was like, wow, actually, all of the location and all the stuff that all worked well, and I didn't even uh, feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, because normally when adults are using stuff for kids, they would probably feel like being childish or something like that. No, it didn't happen to me. Probably I'm strange or no, but yeah, the watches are so nice, and I'll show you my route a bit later. So we'll see how far I walked and maybe how many calories I burned if I did. Hopefully, but I was having coffee at the time, so not sure. So yeah, I actually personally checked the location tracking, so how it worked, and I was walking my dog around, hello, around the area, and I was like, well, you probably know how dogs walk. They don't go straight, or they don't have like any route. So whether the dog wants to go, the dog just goes. And I checked on the map later, so that was a previous strange route. So it was like it was not straight, but I had a lot of circles or stuff like that, and I found out that it is actually like really precise. So as a parent, I would be pretty happy, and I would feel like my kid is being safe, and I would be calm down to see how the kid goes and where the kid goes and the whole way. So well, it happens sometimes when the way from school or the way to school, or I don't know, to any other places, or the playground could have some dangerous areas. So it would be, well, yeah, actually the story that happened a few days ago as well. They started the construction work here, not far from my home, and then um, the kids started to go to school. Like they wanted to change the route, but they found out that it is, well, yeah, it will take longer. So no one wanted to do that. So they started just to go and literally cross the construction. So well, yeah, it happens sometimes. But anyway, no one could see because it was early morning, and then one father just found out on the app like that the kid is crossing dangerous area, and so they started to control it better. And well, yeah, it helps a lot of parents to save their kids. I think this feature really works well and of great help. Well, yeah, agree. It works like that. And then, yeah, and personally, yesterday I actually took some pictures using the watches. I'll probably show you later. I enjoyed it actually because when I'm having a walk, and I don't really want like to take my phone, or I just put it in my pocket or my back, and when I see something nice, I want to take a picture, and I'm like, oh, that's. And probably I'm being too lazy, but when you have watches on your wrist and you're like, and all you need to do is just flip up the screen, just flip it up, and then you tap on the screen and you take a picture. And I'm like, yeah, it works so well. I love that. And well, yeah, for sure the quality is not as good as on latest phones, like smartphones, but still it's really good. It's 5 pixels, right? And then, yeah, the selfie camera is pretty good as well. I didn't use it, but yeah, no, the kids love it, especially when they use the sticker cam and the funny cam. So all of those camera apps that parents allow kids to have. And then, yeah, I guess if I was a kid, I would be really, really happy to receive such a gift. And well, it's May, so the school year will be finished soon, and I believe that IMO watches are really, really nice to become, those kind of year-end present. Especially for those kids who are going to summer camps or for holidays, so like to another place, or maybe to grandma and grandpa's house, or maybe some traveling abroad or whatever. It will be easier for parents to control and to see where the kids are and to always keep in touch. There is no need to buy a phone or to your kid, and well, in order, like screen time again. Yeah, screen time is important, and even during the holidays, no one really wants kids to pay a lot of attention to the phones, and people really want the kids to go outside to play, to enjoy the weather, to enjoy the sun, or I don't know, maybe it's not sunny somewhere, but still to have um, good time with nature. I would call it like that. No one really wants the kid to stay home, playing video games, or to go outside and play games on a smartphone. Well, for sure, there is parental control as well, but still, screen time, it does affect the eyes and health of the kid. Probably even mental health, because the imoo watches are designed for kids. So everything is being not under control, but yeah, when they tried to create the watches, the main idea was to make it suitable, first of all, for kids, not for adults, right? So all of the features, they are made with that thing. Well, like, it was probably not the story, and I already told you, but yeah, I'll tell it again. Because it all started not just like from normal business when people just want to create something and earn money and well, take something good to the society, probably. It started actually with a father, the boss of the company, the founder, went traveling abroad. Well, he was an electronic engineer. He's still an electronic engineer, and he went traveling a lot. And all the time, when parents travel, they want to take some gifts for kids, right? So for him, it became a trouble because wherever he went, he felt like there is nothing his kid would love. And well, probably there was something that the kid would love, but there were not much things that could be of help. And then like those things that the kid could use, and the parent would think it is not wasting time, and at the same time it's, well, I believe that parents also don't want kids to have a boring life, to, for example, if the kid has watches, like it would be only for the time, right, to see what time it is. And he wanted to create something useful for the kids and useful for parents, and also something that would that the kid would play with. And he thought about a lot of things, like starting from different kind of robots and construction and all of that stuff. And after that, he came up with. He actually talked to his son, and his son also was like, Dad, I have a lot of things, and I have a lot of toys, and I really don't know what actually I would want to get from you. Well, because kids, they miss parents as well, and when parents are traveling a lot, the kid could feel like where's my dad or mommy or whatever. And then he just said the phrase that, Daddy, I would be happy if I could get something that could help me stay closer to you. After that, the founder, he felt like, he got the first idea that it would probably it should be something that would help him stay in touch with his kid. Well, exactly with the kids, not like calling to his wife and asking to pass the phone to the kid. And then he and his friends they created the watches. They started to think a lot about this, and after that, like those people were also his coworkers, so electronic engineers. So the people are really really smart, and then they created the watches, imoo watches. It all started with without any flip up screen. They looked like normal watches, only with a feature. Well, with a lot of features like not just seeing the date and the time, but also giving a child an opportunity to contact people he loves and he's interested in, or she. So after that, uh, they created imoo, and the key feature of the watches is it became not seeing the time, well, seeing the time as well, but also calling to parents, having video calls because they had front camera here with pretty good quality for these kind of devices. So the kid could call at any time as long as the parent allows, because there is, the restriction area where the parents, they could actually set what time the kid can call and what time the kid can use the phone. Sorry, not the phone, the smartwatches. So literally, for example, starting from, let's say, from the noon till 8 p.m., the kid could use the watches uh, for playing some games. Later I will show you how how many there are and what kind of games the kid could get. And calling to grandma and grandpa, to friends, send messages in chat, or even the classmates. I know some kids, they're having a group chat with the teachers as well, so the teacher can get the app as well. And when they're on field trips or somewhere traveling, or even they're having, I don't know, let's say they're nature class, they take pictures and then they just send it to the group. And after that, like, they found out that it actually works well with their own kids. So they started to do a lot of research on the quality, because no one wants the kid to use the thing that will affect the health, right? And they did a lot of quality tests. Even they choose the quality of the watch itself, the screen. It had a lot to do with the screen, because the screen is waterproof. It's not like waterproof when you go to wash your face and you can, I don't know, in a few drops of water. Yeah, few drops of water here. No, it's not like that. It's waterproof, like real waterproof. When you go swimming, you can take the watches and there is no need to, to try to find to put them somewhere. Just go normally, and when the weather is not really nice and there is an accidental shower or something like that, nothing would affect that. So everyone can use them well anywhere actually. Well, anywhere related to water and not water as well. And yeah, so they did a lot of tests and they created the imoo watches. They started to do different after what they found, they noticed that it works well. They started to do a lot of different things. So we have 6-7 now in two colors, by the way. And you probably noticed that the colors for like the C1 for little kids, so the color is brighter than the colors for those kids that can use the watches in older age. For example, C7 works well with kids from 5 till, let's say, 12 years old, and C1 is for younger kids. So actually, when the kids are small, they love bright colors, and it's even better. Well, probably the clothes they choose is also like probably like red, green, and that. And when the kid is already, let's say, 10 years old, and the teenage year is coming, so they actually would prefer to use not so bright colors, and the colors that would be better to, to look better with the clothes. So this blue and this, let's say, what color is it, by the way? Is it pink or peach color?
It's pink.
Well, I would say it's peach color, but yeah, maybe it's pink. So the colors are not really bright, so it's easy to you like to make it look nice with the clothes. So you can see with white one or black one or whatever. So actually, the company pays attention also to the age of the kids who is using the watches. Yeah, they have different price. Z1 is 129 euros, and Z7 is 219. And if you buy today, you will get 2 years of warranty. So if something happens, you could always contact us and we'll try to solve the problem. Try our best. And then also 2 weeks of um, no reason return. So if your kid doesn't like it, or probably I don't know, there are very little kids who do not feel nice to to have something on their wrist, and well, any reason actually, we could accept it. So no problem, you can just return in 15 days to us. And also, because today is Sunday, right? Let me check. Yeah, today is Sunday, so if you buy today, you will send it as soon as possible, because this is the end of the week, and our company will try our best to make your kid receive it sooner. So do you actually have any questions about any feature, or I can just tell you just from something I want to explain and introduce? If you have some questions, you can always let me know. Otherwise, well, yeah, sometimes people feel a bit confused when they wanted to know about, let's say about the location feature, and they start talking about the fitness one, which I personally believe all of them are important, but I'm not sure about the age of your kids. And yeah, probably the kid 5 years old would never use the feature of, jump rope or swimming tracking, and wouldn't be really interested in calories he or she burned, right? But the one who is 10 or 12 probably would be interested in that more than in location. Even I guess 10 years old kids, they wouldn't be really happy to know that the parents, they know the whole route they're having during the day, even if this going to school or not. So yeah, let us actually, yeah, probably you've noticed here, it looks really nice, right? But this is not just the decoration. This is water here inside, and this is just to show you that the watches work well in water. We can try to have a call, and you could see that actually when the kid is swimming or just playing somewhere in the water, let's say at the beach or maybe in the swimming pool, or maybe it's like the summer camp competition, swimming competition, or whatever it is. Even the kids there who are doing sports like, let's say, water polo and all that stuff, so they could use and always keep in touch if something happens and the parents need to find where they are, or maybe when the kids are playing for too long in water, because I personally, I really love water, so I love swimming. And if my parents, when I was a kid, if they didn't tell me get out, I would never get out. So yeah, if at that time I had this kind of watches, I'm pretty sure the parent would call me all the time, asking me to go back home and stop staying in the water for such a long time. So yeah, here is our water. Here are the watches. You can see that they work, and yeah, we'll try to call them. After that, firstly, let's put them there to make them swim. How is the weather actually over there? Do you guys go swimming already or no? Maybe it might be a bit too cold. It's not summer yet. So yeah, here they are, our Z7. And we could try to call, well, not try to call, we will call using the imoo app to our iceblue kit. Let me show you how it works actually. So here is the app, imoo. We find the kit, or iceblue kit. We go here, iceblue, and we just try to. Oh no, that was not iceblue. Sorry, iceblue is actually here. So this one goes back. No swimming for you. Iceblue goes inside. Close it. And then we go for just once again. One moment, I will show you. So you just press here, you just open the app like any other messenger you have. And you find the kit. Here's our iceblue kit. And we just, there are options, so you can just call, you have video call, you can send some pictures or messages, and even stickers. And then you just press video call. And then here we go. Why doesn't it? Here it is. I can't hear it. Oh, here's the sound. So probably you can hear it as well. Oh, here it is, because we just made the sound not so loud. And then we just, you see everything is wet here. It's wet here. We just press the answer the call, and then here we go, talking to our kid, and then exactly we can see the location where the kid is. So the kid is probably swimming somewhere with little ducklings. We see the location, we see the kid, the camera. Okay, poor connection here. Probably our Wi-Fi problem because the watches don't have SIM card now. So yeah, you can see, you switch to voice call for sure, and then you can also see what's going on in the back. So you can switch the camera of the kid while the kid doesn't really know about that. And yeah, so to see if the kid told, like, I went to the swimming pool, you can see the exact place of the swimming pool, so it should be no problem. And yeah, please take the camera back. Thank you. I'll just our iceblue back. So you just saw that it actually works well. Even if it is all wet, nothing happens. It doesn't really affect the like anything actually, not the screen or the. Well, for sure the sound is not as clear as not in water, but if the kid is just playing and being not underwater, everything sounds well. No problems, no troubles, nothing really happens. So I believe it is actually really nice gift for. Oh, there is actually a message. Let us see who sent a message to her Facebook. Probably that was the parent. So probably there is a notification here. Then we just slide it. We go over here, C1. Oh yeah, C1 added as a friend. We did it yesterday, so we could probably see and I'll try to do it again with another watch. This is our Z1 kit. So we can even try to send a message to these watches. The way the kids normally do, they do not use the phone and app, right? So they use watches to talk to each other. They have options to send voice messages or just send normal messages. It is easy if you have, simple ones like hi, and then you just press here to send. But if you need to have a blank, so you need to go to symbols and then you just choose it. here, or use like this. The message is here. To answer or no, so oh yeah, and we see how they communicate. They also can have a call as well, but they don't normally do that. Well, kids love to communicate when they are having, some fun somewhere outside, and they, they don't really want to call to each other. So probably the most messages they would say, they send to each other saying like, hey, go out. I'm gonna wait you, at the playground, so come and join me. And well, yeah, except for those friends who live far away. So, for example, they met somewhere abroad, when they were on a trip, or maybe they went to a camp, winter camp, summer camp, or even the full trip with school. So they met kids from other school who live pretty far. They would for sure chat, and as long as parents allow. Yeah, sure, you can ask. As long as parents allow, so they would chat. And as I told you that uh, there is parental controls and the restriction section when the parents can, when the parents I can actually see everything that the kid is doing, like, and control everything. So maybe sometimes kids are talking to, some parents could consider some kids to be not so good. And they can even, using the app, they could have a restriction. So the kid, for example, couldn't talk to someone. How to clean this? Well, normally, how do you clean these kind of things? Here it goes well with water and the soap and all of that stuff. So, no problem. All right. Maybe you can. How to clean the strap? Which one? Is that? Yeah. So just normal, because you see it's all showing here. It is being in water for a pretty long time, and then when you want to clean it up, you just use the soap, and then you just actually, I never experienced any troubles with that. I never heard that people are having problems. Do you actually, or you just wonder? Because yeah, as I mentioned, the watches are waterproof, so whenever and you want to see it or to clean it, you can just do it without any troubles. And it's not, well, the quality is not like it's gonna be, there always needs to clean it, every day and stuff. So yeah, let us go back to the your restriction section. I'll just introduce you how it works and how parents can control what the kids are using. Here we go. Probably you have noticed here that there is choice here. We have kid, then we have ice blue, which is another kid, and then we have the Z1 as well here. All of them are watches in the system of this app, because this is the one family. When is the update is coming? One moment, let me confirm that when the update is coming. One moment, I will check it with the people responsible and let you know. Just a few minutes probably. Thank you. So yeah, there we go. We see the kids now.
When the smartwatch going to update then we have something to the app.
Yeah, but when correctly. Any news?
更新之前可以不放。
So yeah, actually we don't really have any news about that yet. But once the update is coming, you could receive the notification on the app, so you could just figure it out. No troubles with that. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, actually, guys, I really want to thank you for the questions because it's really important when you ask. And, well, I could tell you all the things that you're exactly interested in, as long as I have the information. Sorry about the update. The IT guys, they didn't let us know yet. But anyway, so probably if you are in our groups or you are signed up for updates, we could send you messages about that. And on the app, you can check it out as well. Maybe there is something like, the exact update you need. You could also contact the customer service only. Even you can tell me here in the comment section. So I would pass that to, or no, probably, let's say maybe you want the sticker count has like have more stickers, or maybe you want to change the music for the jump rope activity and all this stuff. So you could let us know and we can just pass it to the IT, to my IT coworkers, so they could do it for you. So yeah, here we go. Here our offered management, and we can see like all of the features here, but well, related to chat. So here is the chat and messages, friends video. Here we can see that it is off actually. So we can here choose the option of no limit or their restricted use. Maybe some kids are spending too much time having calls and those kind of calls people adults believe to be waste of time or something. So yeah, we can always and it is not like you restricted that forever, right? You can sometimes restrict this just for a few hours or just for the evening, or for dinner time, when no one really loves when the kid, or not only the kid, but any family member or everyone, when having dinner together, when someone is using the phone or just reading the book or anything like that, right? So we can restrict that as well. Here we go, group friends adding. Also, can be no limit, but as long as parents are, they want to control and to see who the kid is talking to, they do the restricted use, like they choose this option, and after that, when the kid, the wants to join a group or gets an invitation, firstly the parent would need to approve that, and once it is approved by parents, so the kid could get into that. And when it comes to groups, actually, it's mostly about those kind of groups when the kids are having with their classmates, or maybe some kids are going to some sections like maybe sports activities, or maybe even let's say drawing or painting or music classes, when they want to go traveling together, or they just share their maybe if they have some competitions, so they want to share how well they are training, or how cool they are and all that stuff. So Mostly groups are like this. It's not like, few strangers are together. Mostly those kids, they know each other, but only, well, sometimes parents want still to check it out so they can do the and then after they see the contacts in the group, maybe they could see some teachers there as well, so they just confirm, and then the kid can use it the way, well, the kid wants to. Let us go to the next here. What we have, this option, yes, I told you when Z1 and Z7, they become friends. You saw that, right? So how it happened, they just bumped up. Once again, I'll show you how it works. So here are the watches. And if the kids want to add each other as contacts and to have chats and then to share some pictures and videos and have calls, they what do we normally do? We have our phone numbers, right? Or some, IDs for some messengers, and even you can find someone using the name on Facebook, for example. For kids, it would be too, well, it wouldn't be difficult. Yeah, let's be honest. Kids are smart. But to make it easier and more fun, our company made it's just bump up when you just bump two watches together and then they become friends here. But first, for sure, you need to choose the option of adding friends. It looks like this. Just on the screen. Here we go. Add friends. And here you can see the way it should work. After that, you choose the same on another device. Well, not you, but your new friend here at friends as well. You just bump them in friends, and here you just need to start. As long as these watches are actually friends, so probably there is no way to add them once again. Oh, let's do Z1. Yeah, so here they are. They became friends. And probably you see that Z1 has a picture. A nice blue, looks much cuter. It all can be, like, oh, here we have one new point for adding friends. Yeah, I'll tell you about the points later. And then, yeah, you just saw the way the kids can add friends like that. But once again, this also can be restricted by parents. So all the time the kid wants to do that, the parent will receive a notification on the app. And then, well, yeah, there will be an opportunity for the parent to confirm. But firstly, to see who the kid that another kid is. Probably the name, maybe the parent know the parents of that kid, and maybe the school teacher already told that they're having their, trip to, let's say, to a museum where they can meet kids from other school. But yeah, anyway, if the parent wants to control even this option, yeah, it is always possible. So on the app, they choose the restricted use, and the kids wouldn't be able to do that without the parents' permission. But normally, parents don't. Well, yeah, for sure, parents are worried about their kids. Yeah, I understand. But when it goes to bumping up the watches, everyone feels pretty okay and calm down, so troubles. But anyway, if the parent is really, really, really worried, still there is an option. But it works differently with those people who are using app, actually adults, right? If the kid wants to add another person, well, maybe not adults, maybe not every kid has smartwatches, right? So sometimes kids are using phones already, or maybe, let's say, they have siblings or older than they. And for example, the kid is 7 years old and his bigger sister is I don't know, let's say 18 already, she doesn't use the watches, but she still wants to keep in touch with her little brother, right? So she could also get the app. And well, firstly, if it is a sister, there is the option of bound members. Here it is. So here's the watch information of the ice blue. We just saw ice blue kit is this one, C7. And here we go for bound members. For of course, one is gonna be an admin section, and after that, so this person is able to approve all of those friends requests and the other activities and the control the app the kid is using on the watches. So all that kind of stuff can be managed by this person. But also there might be different bound members, and let's say, for example, the ice blue kit has two of them. One of them is me, grandpa. So yeah, here there, and even like if there is a sister or a brother or someone older, like family members, brother, a grandmother, and grandfather, maybe even uncle and aunt, all of that stuff. Yeah, so they can be also here in the bound to members section. So well, yeah, there is no need to add them, like, into the contact anymore. But if it is someone who is not the family member, let's say, or maybe not too close, and well, sometimes, let's say grandmas and grandpas, they have a lot of, kids, like, probably they had two children and then they have 4 or 5 little guys. So they don't want to be in the bound section, but still they want to keep in touch. So here they can just go to the contact list. Here we can see the contacts, right? Not all of them are friends. What does it mean? It means that they don't use the watches. So actually, yeah, one moment, sorry. So all of those contacts, they need to be approved by parents, and even not even approved, the parents need to add them. So literally, they use the app, they write the phone number that the kid tells. For example, kid goes back from school and asks, like, saying, "Mom, my teacher wants to be my friend on imoo." So the kid just takes the phone number and gives it to mom or dad, and then, well, or any other person responsible who is here in the bound user sections here. And then just add that phone number into the contact list. So after that, the kid would be able to call to that person and to send messages, share pictures and videos with that person, and parents would know who that person is actually, because there always is a possibility that there will be someone not really, let's say, not really good, or, well, I want to believe, honestly, I want to believe that our world is a good place and there are so many nice people. But still, when it comes to your kid's safety, it is really important to think about all the things that happen, or most of them. And for sure, no one wants the kid to, to have any communication with strangers and people who they don't know, the adults. And kids sometimes are not able to understand if the person is good or bad by themselves. So for this, imoo made the option of adding contacts for not the watch users, just phone number. The parents should do that on the app, and then to control that also, which is really important, we know that here's the SIM card, right? This one could be the kid's own one, or it might be the additional one to your traffic plan, or, like, you could have the same phone number or anything. And then it just, we have a lot of scam calls, right, nowadays. And not only scam and spam as well. And the kids, they don't really understand when it is really mom's friend. When someone calls in, hey, I'm Auntie Janie, and could you please tell me this, and that. So sometimes kids are, even adults, sometimes are not able to understand that the person is just lying, right? It happens. It is completely normal to, well, to trust people, to believe that they are good. But yeah, when you want to make your kid to be really safe, and then you can just restrict all of the unknown calls. You use the app, you just set the restriction, and um con- well, those numbers from not contacts list, they would never be able to get through, and your kid would never be able to pick up the call. He's traveling, so yeah, having his best time because it's the weather is really nice. Do you have any questions to him? I could pass. So yeah, what I was talking about are the unknown calls. So actually, they will never receive them, and then they also wouldn't be able to call to anyone, like saying, "Hey boy, could you please call us?" And then let me show you how it works. Um, oh, by the way, I told you about App Center, right? Sure. Someone asked if. Oh yeah, you're still here. Great, you waited. Yeah. So as for Google Store and all of those kind of Play stores, here is another thing that is used by imoo, and this is the App Center. So actually, the parent can control any apps and choose which, kid can use or not. So after that, when the kid, well, the parent thinks that he doesn't well, there are no restrictions here, but anyway, so yeah, for example, when the parent believes that the funny cam it is a really strange app and no one really wants to use that, and then it would be not nice for kids to spend time on that, so literally they can just remove this. And then, so the parent here on the App Center can see everything, every app, and to see if it is, if it would affect the kids' study, or maybe this summertime and the parent would allow them to use it. So there is no Google Store or any other Play stores on the watches, but still all of the apps, they could be, all of the apps that the kid, well, most of the apps that the kid wants to have, they could be here downloaded using the iPhone. And then we go here. We see it. So we can disable some of them, and then as we already discussed these two parts, right? But here we go, for example, AI scanner works well. Funny camera, no. Yeah, you can ask a question, sure. And then here it is. Camera time limited. Look, first of all, the parent can see the time spent on the app during the day, and after that, well, can consider if the kid. Yeah, you can also do that as well. So literally, when you see the, for example, the screen time is, let's say you don't want your kid to use the camera or the watches more than half an hour a day. You just, and after that, you found out that the kid is using the camera, let's say for, let's say an hour. Yeah, maybe the kid really loves to take pictures. Anyway, so you see this and you understand that you want to have a restriction because it affects the kids, I don't know, whether study or, I don't know, family time or kids' attention or anything. You can just use here the app, you go for screen time restriction and then you choose any. You can customize it as well if there is no option that suits you. But yeah, most of them, well, here they are. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever. And also you can choose the restricted use. Now, then this is actually really cute, isn't it? So you restrict everything, and then the kid is not able to open it for a period of time. Before go here and see what is still available. Here we go. The camera here is the cam, but the kid wouldn't be able to open it. Version control, yeah, app is disabled. And after that, go for example for no limit. Here, it's all works well. And once again, as for camera, it has two options. Well, this is Z7. Z7 has not only the front camera, but the back one as well. So here, and yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. Like, yeah, this is a good question, and people always ask it actually. You see, here are the watches. You see the back, there is chip here, and then there is the place for a SIM card as well. Then you just put it on your wrist, right, as normal watches. Just strip. One moment. So it all works well when you, well, here is the front camera. When you have calls with your family and friends, you just use it like this and there are no troubles, right? If you want to take pictures, you better use, well, pictures of something. You'd better use the back camera, the quality is better, and, well, it wouldn't be, you know, if you want to take a picture of this duckling, I wouldn't need to do it like this, right? I would need to do it like that if I use Z1. Z1 has no back camera. Here, but if I use Z7, I would just go for the back camera. So how do I do that? I don't need to take it off. I just need to flip off the screen. And actually, first time when I saw this, I was really confused because here we go. And I believe that you just, well, you know, you see, I wanted to flip it up and I didn't know how to do that. I didn't break it for sure, but I was really confused and I was like, no, I don't want to use this thing. It's really strange. So I used all of the power I have and I couldn't do that. And after that, well, yeah, our company managers, they actually told me that there is a button here. You just push it and then here we go. You flip up the screen and then you can take pictures. And you even have a call when you are traveling and you want to show to your parents something nice. And yeah, you can, during the call, you can switch the camera. So you start talking like this, and then you just push the button, you flip up the screen, you start showing what you have around. And after that, you can switch the camera back to the front one and keep talking, showing your pretty face to your parents. Yeah, and what works well with the Z7 is that when parents are having a call with the kid, they can switch the camera as I showed you. On the app, they can just press and choose the option of switching the camera to the back one. So the kid actually cannot control it, but the parent can. And the parent can see what's going on around, how safe the area is, how nice the area is, where exactly the kid is. Maybe the kid's telling that I'm staying home actually. And what you can see on the front camera is just the face of the kid. But yeah, when the parents switch the camera to the back one, and really, like, a lot of friends are staying close and being really silent and waiting until your kid joins them and starts playing. So yeah, and then after finishing the call, or after I finish taking pictures, just the screen goes back, and yeah, it works well. So it wouldn't be, the button in here. This is the, well, it all works well, and it's not like the more you use it, the loose it becomes. No, so it's always pretty stable here, and as long as you don't push the button, it wouldn't just open by itself. And yeah, no matter how long you use this, or your kid uses, for sure, if the kid keeps playing like this, just go get back and then flip up again. Still should be no problems, I guess. Well, at least we never experienced that. No one actually told us that the mechanism is being so loose and stuff. But yeah, anyway, maybe no one even want to play like that. Hopefully. So yeah, Z7 works well with taking pictures. Z1 is suitable for only video calls and taking, you know, that, well, those kids who love selfies, they can use also camera here. The funny cam. Oh, yeah, you can even choose the screen. So the way you want it to look like, because not all of the kids love cute things. Some are interested in other stuff. So there are a few options of that. And after you, here you go. Oh, parents didn't actually allow Z1 to have funny cam or the sticker cam, so there is only the normal camera. But yeah, for example, seven sticker cam, funny cam, all of them are here. Z1 also can have it, but just not this one. No. As for actually sticker cam for Z7, it only works with selfie camera, with only front camera. But yeah, anyway, so Z1 is more suitable for little kids, let's say 5 years old, maybe 6 years old. Those who are not interested in taking pictures yet, or maybe at all, and then they just contact their family members. They have calls. They they take pictures of themselves. So grandmas and grandpas are more interested in seeing the kid, right? But not the things around the kid. So also the messages can be sent as well, the voice messages. Then all of those features with adding friends, it all works the same with the Z7, but no front camera. No, sorry, no back camera. Z7 has GPS. Well, yeah, location tracking works the same with both of them. It's all, precise. It's thanks to GLONASS and all of those kind of stuff. It all works well, no problem at all. So Z1 and Z7, they actually, oh, so yeah, in terms of using the location and see the track where the kid is, both of them work pretty well. If you need your kid to have an opportunity to contact you and to always know where the kid exactly is, you can buy Z1. Well, yeah, Z1 is cheaper. Z1 is 129 euros, and Z7 is 219 euros. By the way, if you buy today, we have 15 days no reason return. You can even buy two of them actually, and you see which one the kid loves more. Well, there is possibility that the kid would love two of them. But yeah, they actually look a little bit different as you noticed, and this one looks, for me, being the girl, I would personally choose this one, Z1. If we just talk only about appearance, not about the usage, because I think that Z7 is more suitable for boys. Well, no, it's suitable for girls as well, but I personally think so, and I would choose Z1. But yeah, you can always give your kid a choice. So your kid could choose it by himself or by herself and see which one works better. As for the features and yeah, all of those apps, for sure Z7 would be better. It has more of them, so yeah, it's almost 100 euros expensive, but it's worth it. Yeah, because there are so many options for the kid to enjoy the life and to have fun, and also they're like useful options like fitness tracking and the swimming tracking, and all of those information about calories burned, about kilometers walked, and yeah, some apps that kids would need at school, maybe when they are already, grade 3 or 4, and for sure they don't need it at kindergarten. Also, 15 days of no reason return works with two of them. The Z7 is 219 euros, and Z1 is 129 euros. 15 days, no reason to return. You can buy two of them if you want, as I just mentioned, and let your kid choose one. And also 2 years of warranty. If something happens, you can always contact us. You can send it to us. We would always try our best to solve the problem you're experiencing. Hopefully you will not experience any troubles, but anyway, we'll give you 2 years of guarantee, so you can use it. Well, it's always nice when you have it, right? For sure, when we buy things, we don't want it to be broken, but yeah, it happens sometimes. We should be honest, and then that's why we give you 2 years of warranty. And then, once again, we have two colors of Z7. This one, which I personally call the peach pink, let's say, and then this one is ice blue, and then the colors are not as bright as of Z1, so Z1 is probably more suitable for little kids. Do we have another color of Z1? The green, the olive one. Oh, here it is. I'm not sure if you could see the color clearly. Well, yeah, but it is like, I actually really love the color of this one. It's like olive green, I would say. Also really nice, also suitable for boys and girls, is like for all two of them. And then yeah, but it is just brighter than the colors of Z7. Well, the price is different because they have different features. Because Z1, well, the main one for me personally is the camera, because the Z7 has the back camera, and the quality is really good with the back camera. Then Z1 doesn't have it. No reason means no reason. Literally, if you just don't like it, or maybe your kid doesn't like it, or maybe you you know, you accidentally bought two of them of the same one, but you only have one kit. Well, so everything happens. There is no need for you to even to explain the reason. For sure, we would be thankful if we get feedback and if you write why you send it back to us. But anyway, you don't have to. And during those 15 days after you bought the watches, you can just send it back and get money back. You can buy watches on Amazon as well or on our website. So the price is the same everywhere. Let's see how the camera works. Or maybe you're interested in AI scanner, by the way. There was someone asking about that. I promised to show. Because, yeah, it is really important feature for me personally, and I believe for those who learn another language. Because, well, yeah, especially for example, if you live in Germany and your main language is not English, but your kid wants to learn English, and English is important in our life, right? So yeah, the kid can use the watches and the AI app, AI scanner, using the cam just, well, normally the back cam would be better. Just go here, choose the, oh, this one has no battery. Oh no, I just restarted it, sorry. So when your kid wants to know how the thing is called in English, the kid literally can use the AI scanner here. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Stop speaking slow. Here it is, AI scanner. You flip up the camera and you show your surrounding. Just press this button, flip it up, see what we have around, right? Which is again our duckling, my coworker duckling here. Then we need to tap on the screen to identify what exactly it is. And wait. Unknown object. Oh yeah. Thanks. Sometimes it happens. Here, toy. Yeah, as you probably heard just now, the watches, they also, well, there is sound thing, how to read this. Because some kids, they cannot read. And, well, little ones, like, let's say 5 years old or whatever. Then there is a identification of this thing. After the thing is identified, there is it is set here on the screen. You can see how to write this, and you can also hear how to read this. So this is a toy, and after that you could probably use her. Let's see, it's gonna work. Maybe it will try to identify my hand as well. And yeah, I have to mention that these watches, they don't have a SIM card right now. So it might be a little bit slow because of the Wi-Fi connection. Yeah, it is a pen. The watch says this is pen, and then it's written here as well. So using this option, the kid can always, you know, just go stroll around, see the things, and then if the kid wants to know how to say that in English, use the AI scanner app, And just, well, it might be funny sometimes if a group of kids are playing like that and they need to know and to learn more new words during the class or during their field trip. Or maybe it is like, when they're trying to memorize words in another language. And then they just use the watches. And then, yeah, it all works well. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not like you took picture first and then you put this into the app. No, it's like you open the app and then after that you use the app to take pictures. Those pictures, they wouldn't be saved into the album. Now, if the kid wants to take a picture apart from that, so the kid needs to go and to take a picture somewhere using the camera or funny camera or sticker camera or whatever. And AI scanner actually works with front camera as well. I'm not sure if it works as good as the back one, but we can actually check it out again. Just go like this. Identifications here. So you can see. Yeah, it is a toy and it also works well. Yeah, it is. How about Z1? Let us see actually. Let us. Oh, one important thing is that I just used the app and I didn't close it and accidentally tap on screen, so it found me a game book here as well. So it is always important to block the screen, so there is a button for this, and also it wouldn't take a lot of battery. As for battery, by the way, it is well, if the kid really uses all of the features, taking pictures during the whole day, and after that, having video calls or sending voice messages or even just chatting with someone, it would be enough for 1 day usage, and you can just charge it overnight. During the charging, you cannot use the watches. In order to make it safe. So you, well, maybe the kid is already old enough to be responsible for the watches by himself or herself. So during the day, the kid can use it and then just charge it overnight. Till the full charge, it will take for Z1 and for Z7, it's almost the same. It would take around, let's say, maybe 2 hours till full charge. Not so long, yeah, really acceptable, as I believe. And keep using. If the kid doesn't really use any features except from, let's see, seeing the time, and then the kid just needs to, let's say, to see what time it is, what date it is, and send some messages to those people who he loves or she loves. It would be enough to use, during 2 days or 3 days. But if using more features or more apps, you probably, as you can see here, they have plenty of them, right? Even the fitness tracking, it will for sure the battery would get low, so, and the watches can die. Yeah. But when you charge it, it's gonna be fine. For 1 day, for sure, it will be enough. Don't worry about that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, once again, here's the difference. Z1, 129 euros. Z7, 219 euros. They are different. It's not like just the price thing. Mm-hmm. As for colors, yeah, it wouldn't be really. Oh, maybe you could see it here. Yeah, here we go. You could see the colors. Z1 goes into colors. This one is here, well, pink one, I would say. Well, I personally believe this is peach color. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one. And this one is, let's say, green or olive green, or what color it is. Does it look like face, eyes, and mouth, or nose? Anyway, so yeah, it goes into colors. And once again, it costs 129 euros. And today you get 15 days of no reason return. And then Z7 goes also in two colors. Also the pink and this one is ice blue, we call it like this. Then this one is pink, peach, oh, I don't know, whatever you call this color. So yeah, as probably you noticed, they are not so bright because Z1 is normally used for those kids who are younger. Let's place them like this so you can see all the colors. Well, yeah, these colors are brighter, so it would suit more to little kids who love to choose different kinds of, really colorful clothes and bags and like everything, all of the accessories. And these watches are suitable for kids, like, let's say till the age of 12. So probably at that age, or maybe even not all of the schools allow to have really colorful, like, to look like a rainbow, let's say. So these colors are more suitable for them. And then these are, but all of them actually look nice, right? Anyway, so yeah, here we go again. These, you can see this side. So actually Z7 is bigger, but thanks to this, it can, like, the screen can be flipped up, and there's can be the option of using the back camera. Here it is. Normally the back camera is protected by this thing here, so it's actually here. Yeah, here. Well, it wouldn't, affect the skin. If it worked like this, it still wouldn't affect the skin. No problem with that. But still, in order to keep the camera working longer, then yeah, they made it like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Z1 heard the same. Mm-hmm. No, 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 no. If Z1 had a back camera, it wouldn't cost, like, just 129 euros, right? If Z1 had back camera and some other features, it would become Z7. Don't you think so? Yeah. Well, the strip quality is actually good. No, someone asked like how to clean this. just use water and soap. Yeah, just like that. Well, since they're waterproof, maybe someone didn't. Yes, 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 they are waterproof, all of them. Here we go. Yeah, I'll show you once again. No problem. Don't worry. Yes, you can always ask me. No, literally no problem. Here it is. We have another one. This is not ice blue. Ice blue is just out of water because I needed to use, like, to show the pictures and to call. Uh, yes, yes. You can literally call when your kid is having, the swimming class maybe, or just playing in water, and the kid will receive the call. Sure. Um, yeah, so here we go. When you want to wash them, you see it's all watery. And then it's all wet. You can just add the soap and then you just clean the strip. But the strip is not easy. Well, the material is really good. It's not like easy to get, some dirt on it. So never heard that someone experiencing some problems with cleaning it, actually. So yeah, and the water doesn't affect the cameras and doesn't affect the screen. It still works well after the usage for a long time. Anyway, once again, if you buy today, you have 2 years of warranty. If something happens, you can always contact us. It's not like we would say, it's your problem, we don't care. No, for sure, it's not going to be like that. If you are experiencing any troubles, we have 2 years, and after that, when you see that it doesn't work well, or maybe, I don't know, the camera is not so clear, or maybe, well, something might happen. Well, we couldn't be sure 100%, right? But we are responsible for that. We love our brand. We love to create it better, and then we want it to be good. We want to. I even want it to look better here on the screen. So yeah, if any trouble, you always contact the support and after sales, and then it works well. Um, we will always, come up with the idea how to fix it, or maybe exchange, or maybe, repair, or anything. So don't worry about that. If you buy today, you pay 129 euros for Z1, 219 euros for Z7, and then you get 2 years of warranty. Also, 15 days of no reason return, so you can actually buy two of them and see which one the kid loves more. Okay, so then we go. Any other questions? Yeah, I will show you the fitness tracking a little bit later. Let's see how it goes. By the way, actually, um, oh, fitness tracking, location tracking. No, it's different. You see how it works. Even if the phone doesn't have a SIM card, sorry, not the phone, I'm sorry. The smartwatches, when imoo doesn't have a SIM card, but still it has GPS, right? So it works with, the GLONASS and stuff. And when the kid goes back, for example, as I told you yesterday night, I used these watches. I actually was really interested, so I took them. Although I'm not a kid, as you probably noticed, right? So I just took the watches and I went back home from the office and I took them for my walk. And then the watches didn't have SIM card, and I also didn't have a connection with my phone because it just, I had no battery and I wanted to keep that okay. So I didn't share Wi-Fi with the watches, but it is possible as well. Uh, So literally, the watches had no internet connection and no SIM card. But after that, when I went back home and I opened the app on another phone, I saw the whole route of mine. So literally, even if it didn't have a SIM card, still there is the, yeah, maybe we can even see it on the app now. One moment. This is here, kit. Then we see the track. Here we go. So once again, I used the Z7, not Z1. Well, just in case you are interested. This is the historical track. Nothing. Oh, actually, there is also history for today as well. But as we started talking about yesterday, so here's the way from the office back to my home. I started my route at 8:15 p.m. No, sorry, 6:15 p.m. I finished at 7:30. Oh, it actually took me quite long. Let's see how it was. So here you can actually see the start point and the destination. So even if your kid doesn't have a SIM card and doesn't have Wi-Fi connection, it still will be recorded and you can see the record on the app. You press play, and then we see I was walking and then in the subway. And well, yeah, it was a long way, a few kilometers actually. Yes, I arrived there. Here is the destination, 9 kilometers. So you saw this was the subway, and then there was the way by walk. Once again, the watches didn't have a SIM card and no Wi-Fi connection. Yes, yesterday night. And still on the app you can see the exact route, so and it is precise, so you can see the way I walked here. So you don't need to be worried if the kid has I don't know, if something happened to the SIM card. Normally nothing would happen because it is here. You see it is closed. It's not really easy to open just to play like this, right? So it should be okay. But even if the kid has no SIM card and no Wi-Fi, still you could see the history of the location and where the kid goes. And we're all good. So this is the mood function that we didn't talk about yet, but we'll discuss it later. Also, for example, if let's say normally dad or mom picks up the kid and like accidentally it should be changed, and for example mom is not sure which way they're using, here is the option of sharing. So the app can create the video, the screen, like to record the screen. We just allow this. And after that, just send it to any other app or like Messenger that you are using. Probably it's gonna be Line or WeChat or anything. You after the video is created. Yeah, the subway is pretty straight, isn't it? So after the video is created, it can be sent to any other messenger. So the other parent or anyone who needs to pick up the kid would know the whole route. Here it is, all of the normal route for the kid. For sure, we all can have GPS, like kind of navigators and stuff. Here we have more options. If you had some other apps, there will be here on the list. So you just share that, and then
good.
Yeah, to see the destiny, to where exactly the kid was, and the timing as well. So let's say we left the place at 6:15, and then we arrived at the subway station. Let's consider the subway station to be here, okay? So we arrived at the subway station at 7 o'clock. Oh, no. At 6:33, so it took us, like, let's say 15 minutes.
So fast.
Probably no. No, not so fast. I mean, can we see how the distance of this, or no? No, okay. Okay, but anyway, so this is not the fitness tracking. As I told you, there is also another option, which is for those who are keen on sports, and well, it will count the steps, it will count the calories burned, it will count the distance of your activity, either it was jogging or even running, or just walking or even swimming, as the watches are waterproof, and even jump rope. It is important, especially like in some countries, even in schools, the kids have those kind of PE exams when they need to have 100 times of jump rope in, I don't know, let's say 5 minutes. I'm not quite sure how long it should take, but anyway, so Z7 and Z1 as well, they have option for that, to train to to there is even music, so the kids would be more interested in that and would feel more like excited and more happy about that. My kid was. Oh, it's really nice to know that your kid loves it. Really. Oh, I personally love to see the feedback, because I felt, like a little secret of mine. I love when I work for a company that takes a lot of good things to the society. So for me, for example, if I worked for a company that makes, I don't know, let's say, whatever it could be. But what I love about imoo is that it's useful for kids, useful for parents, and then when I see good feedback, I feel like this company is actually being, so good, and I feel so happy about that. It's not like, for example, some people are, producing pens. Pen is a useful thing, right? But maybe not that useful right now, because most of us were using electronic devices, mostly smartphones, right? And even we have e-signature. But still, if the battery is off, like the phone is off, the battery is low, I don't know, maybe we have power off, pen would always be useful, right? As well as, I don't know, tissue, for example. So, but it is, so normal for us. I was born and it was already here. And, for me, I have never seen the world without paper and without pens, as well as you guys. I'm pretty sure, right? But as for electronic devices, it's, let's say, comparatively new sphere, and especially when it comes to our kids are our future, right? And we want them to enjoy their life and to have some useful things. And then when we receive feedback, and it makes me feel so, my heart is melting, actually. I feel like the company is doing the right thing in focusing on kids and I would call it family health. For sure, well, sometimes in physical health as well. It was affected a few times when We got feedback from the parent who knew that his kid has. I actually forgot was it a boy or a girl, but anyway, when the kid had some troubles with health, and they knew that only because they accidentally on the app they saw the heart rate record of the kid, and then they found out that the kid had some troubles during PE class, and then the kid felt not so good, but the kid himself or herself, actually, let it be a girl, okay? So the girl, she never told to her parents that she had some troubles during the class because she believed that she's just not so strong, and she's a bit weak and she needs to train harder. But in fact, she couldn't run so fast just because she had some troubles with her heart. And if she trained even harder, there would be more problems. Fortunately, the parents saw the app, and then on the app, it was possible to. Oh, even there are steps here. Anyway, so there is mm, here the option of health. Body temperature. The body temperature was okay, completely normal in the morning, right when the kid had the watches. Then the heart rate, here it is. This is what I was talking about. And we can see how it was yesterday, let's see. As I told you, I took the watches yesterday. So my heart rate, well, yeah, my route started at 6:15 and I finished at almost 8 o'clock. Here is from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. And the heart rate was actually normal. Oh, yeah. But no, actually it was a bit high because I was walking probably too fast. But the racing one was here. And then here we go for today. Today in the morning it was just a bit higher than yesterday. But anyway, so the parents, they saw this heart rate thing, and then they understood that the kid was actually having some troubles during the class, and that the kid is actually the risk group. They went to see a doctor, and then the doctor actually confirmed that the parents did that on time because the girl, she actually didn't want to share that stuff with parents. She believed just to be weak, and then fortunately she didn't try to train harder, and the doctor actually thanked, well, when we received the email, we were, a little bit confused, and we thought like, oh, maybe this is someone, wants to cooperate with us and stuff. And after that, we see the enclosure, and then there was some, list from the doctor, and the girl draw a picture, like, when she was, playing with our watches, and it was, really heartwarming when we saw that, and we understood that actually this is the real story, and thanks to our watches, the parents were able to know that the kids' health actually is not so good, so their daughter has experienced some troubles, and then, as doctor said, they did it on time, so there were no operation or nothing like that. Everything, went well, but only the girl, she had to focus more on her, activities, and stop running and, training so hard. And actually, so thanks to the watches, they were able to keep track. So every day the parents could check the app and see when the girl was too active, probably because when the kids, well, kids are always kids, and when they're at the playground, they want to run and they want to play with peers, and they never focus on, how slow or how fast they should be. Maybe the faster the better on the playground, I guess. As long as I remember, we loved to run a lot. So yeah, thanks to the app, they probably till now, this happened maybe a year and a half ago, or maybe 2 years ago. I'm not pretty sure how they are doing now, but yeah, we never received any news. But we follow them on social media, so maybe one day I will check and let you know. Anyway, so the heart rate, is also possible to be checked thanks to the imoo watches, but it doesn't really, well, let's see, it's not necessary, right? And people would probably not buy the watches only because they want to know the heart rate of the kid, right? Normally, people will never think about that, I guess. And there, maybe someone will wake up and say, "This is the end of the year." So yeah, as we say, the school year will be finished pretty soon, and parents would want to present something to kids, either for a good study or just for being a good, or maybe not always good, but for being nice one, or when the kids are trying to, maybe not, maybe even for the first time go to a summer camp, so the parents would be worried and they don't want to present this kind of gift to the kid. They would never think that, oh, cool, I buy these watches for my kid, the kid goes to a summer camp, and I will see the heart rate and the body temperature of my kid, right? Well, parents would normally think that they want to contact the kid, right? They want to see if everything is okay, and thanks to cameras, either it's on Z1 or Z7, the front camera quality is pretty okay, so the kid would be able to show him or herself to the parents. And on Z7, thanks to the back camera, it would be possible to show the surroundings. Yeah, once again, the price is different. One of the different, well, yeah, one of the differences is camera. 5 MP, yes, the back one. So yeah, Z1, 129 euros. Z7, 219 euros. Mm-hmm. And if you buy today, you have 15 days of no reason return, and then you also have 2 years of warranty. As for quality, actually, the glasses couldn't be shattered. So, I mean, as I told you, the imoo watches, they were created by a father. It was not an ordinary businessman. It was a loving father who wanted to present something to a kid. So yeah, it was not like that. And well, there were plenty of quality tests. The glass could be shattered even if it falls down, so nothing happens. And then and swimming as well, no problem. Yeah, when the kid goes swimming, when the kid plays in the sand, with the sand, sorry, or maybe in, who knows. And then when the kid is running, jumping, what, I don't know, anything, it should be okay with the case, with the screen, with camera. So there were so many crash tests, so the quality tests as well, and nothing would happen. But if something happens, again, 2 years of warranty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then, yes, that's why the price is different, of course. So yeah, once again, so when the parent sending the kid to a camp or to any trip or traveling abroad or even in the country or whatever, would never think about those kind of features as body temperature and heart rate and I don't know, mood board probably, yes. But the parent first of all would be worried and would want to see the kid, to see the surroundings, to be able to chat with the kid, to call, and to be sure that the kid can also call at any situation. By the way, both of the watches, they have the emergency call feature. Let me show you how it works. So literally, the screen should be blocked, and on the screen, well, um, how we normally have it on our smartphones. We should, press the button for, let's say 10 seconds, or I don't know, it depends on the smartphone, right? For imoo watches, the kid would just need on the blocked screen to write C, like this, and nothing happens. Yeah, as I told you, this trouble happens to me because of, well, probably my hands are not as small as kids' ones. Let's try once again. And once again. On this watch as well. Here it is, yeah. On Z7 it works better with me. We just block the screen. We write here C. Hey, it just worked. Yeah, here it is. And here is the person who is in bound members. Remember, I showed you once again. We go to isolocate, and here is admin, Alan. Here we go for quick dial. Oh yeah, the SIM part should be inserted. But anyway, so yeah, the emergency call option works well as long as your fingers are not as big as mine. Yeah, even I can figure it out, right? So the kid could always have a call to parents if something happens. And if, hopefully no, but sometimes it might happen when the kid met some strange strangers and want mom or dad or a big sister or brother to pick him up. So here should be just, there was no need to unblock the screen, to go to contacts or to chats and then try to find the person you need. Yeah, the kid can just write C on the screen, on the blocked screen, and then have a call to, to the person, the family member, with quick dial, and then saying that I need your help, please pick me up, or I'm cold, it started to rain, I have no umbrella, or anything. Or maybe the kid just felt like he's missing, well, if the kid is traveling and feel homesick, it happens to everyone, right? Even adults. And if the kid feels homesick and cold and say, mommy, daddy, or granny, whatever, I miss you so much. And maybe emergency call will also work in this case. And no one knows. It can be used in any way. And kids sometimes are really, really creative. Maybe you can share stories when your kid used that option. Hopefully never, but yeah, maybe there are some good stories. Again, what else do we have? Difference. What is the difference between Z1 and Z7? The appearance for sure. They look different. They have different colors. I love all of them. I'll show you one picture as we had, because imoo has a lot of watches, right? And then when we can even share it to the kid. I guess we already shared it. See the chats. This one is duplicate. Picture here it is. You can see a lot of watches, right? All of them are imoo, and here is some Z7, and then there are different colors as well. So, but now currently we have available only these 4 colors: ice blue, pink, peach, pink, and this color. How would we call it? I would call it green actually, but yeah. So this is the difference, yes, because Z7 once again. So these are Z1. Z7 has other colors. Here they are. Then the camera is different. The apps used are also different, and Z7 has more memory. So parents can allow the kid to use more applications there. Also, As for GPS and location, it all works the same. Yeah, no difference. Well, I would say if the kid, yes, you're right. If you just need the location one, you can choose Z1, no problem. Pink one. Yeah, sure. Look, this is the pink one of Z1. It's a bit bright, right? And this is the pink one of Z7. Not so colorful. Together. Well, maybe you would say me this is pink and this is peach color. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm a bit colorblind. But anyway, so yeah, you can see the color. This one is more suitable to those who love, these kind of tender colors, and then probably the little kids. And this one is more suitable to those who are older. And yeah, well, as for boys and girls, you can actually ask your kid, not your parents, sorry. Uh, I believe that they are actually suitable to all of them. Boys, girls can use them. No, it all depends just on the person, no? As for clothes, yeah, you see with me. Oh, you're welcome. I love it too, actually. Which one do you like more? Is the one on pink or is the 7 pink? Yeah, you can see it. Use white clothes. Here it is. Looks nice. And this one looks nice. Anyway, if I had, let's say, I don't know, red t-shirt, for sure, probably pink would look nicer. But anyway, I guess when the parents buy the watches to the kid, it's not like what they pay attention to firstly, right? So still, they would pay more attention to the features it has, to how how heavy it is. I would say that Z7 is a bit more heavier than Z1. But yeah, it is understandable because it has dual cameras, so one more time, I'll show you. So it is like this. It's a little bit bigger, not so much. It's still a little bit. But thanks to this, you can have dual camera. Flip it up and yeah. Here, no back camera. Well, yeah, maybe 5-year-old kid wouldn't be really happy to have this. Well, I wouldn't say it is heavy, actually. It is okay, but for me, I'm an adult. I'm not 5 years old. Maybe Z1 would be better. And then when the kid grows up, I don't know, probably till 7, 6, not 6, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, you can go for. Hey, hello, hello. I remember you had a question. You can ask. I actually see you almost all the time. Really nice to see you here again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here. I'm talking to you. Yes. As I just told you that this one is a little bit heavier. So if you are worried about, anyway, you can buy both of them. In 15 days. In 15 days, like you can just send one back and see if it suits your kid. On your wrist, it would look this. Yeah. Well, if you're 5, your kid is 5, so for sure Z1 would be better. And maybe after that, you would see like when your kid grows up, we could have another one. Let's say, for example, Z15 or whatever it is, that the kids can use till the graduation from high school, and then Yeah. And this one. Yes. Thank you. I really, as I told you, I really, really love when people are, saying these kind of words and saying that IMO watches are useful and make their kids' life, more happy. When I was a kid, I had the smartphone, and it didn't have a lot of, games or something like that. And then after that, oh, how did it happen? When did you buy the watches? Could you please tell me? I actually love your name here. I mean, your real name. It sounds really nice. Yeah, because you can actually contact the customer service if you bought the watches not not long ago. Yes, 2 years, and then both of them, Z1 and Z7. You bought from us a year ago. Well, yeah. Could you please one moment? Just if it is okay, just wait 1 minute. I will ask my coworker who is responsible for that to. I feel so sorry it happened to you actually, but it's really really important that you also share your story and then you say that something happened. Do you have a boy or a girl, by the way? It's been a year only. It's been a year only.
1 year?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you can just send an email to us, or maybe you can share where exactly you bought, like on Amazon or our website, or where exactly. Are you sure this is the correct email?
Yes. Other sales.
Okay. You can read that as well, right?
Maybe.
Cool. Yeah, our team knows a lot of languages anyway. C1. Yes, once again. See, oh, I will show you the color here because that camera doesn't show these green one. These are Z1, two colors. And these are Z7. It's blue, peach pink, whatever you call this. And then this green and pink. Z1, 100 today, 129 euros. Z7, 290 euros. For all of them, 15 days, no reason return. If you don't like it, or your kid doesn't like it, or something is, I don't know, probably the sound is not too loud, or the sound is too loud, or you don't like the screen color, or whatever, no reason. You don't even need to explain to us. You can just send it back, and you will receive the money back. If something happens, and as we just saw, you can contact us in 2 years. We have 2 years warranty, and we'll try to know how to fix it, and then we'll try our best to solve your problem and to see what we can do. Because yeah, we are actually also really really worried about the situation happened. And yeah, we want the watches well, if you should understand, if something happens often, let's say I don't know, once a year, if we receive a problem with someone says like, here we have like Butterhand is sharing with us the battery problem, uh, once a year, well, yeah, it happens. If we receive it, let's say uh, 20 times a year, for sure we will try to figure out what's going on, what is the problem, and how to fix it, how to make it better. Yeah, it's not like we produced 100 watches and then just stop. We do produce all the time and we try to fix it. So yeah, during like those 2 years, you can always contact us. There is always after sales, email, and probably if you bought the watches at the store, you can also go back there and ask them to fix the problem. Maybe the problem is not actually that harsh, or maybe exchange. Well, it depends on the case and on the store policy. I know that it works somewhere, like let's say in some countries. But not all of the countries have our watches stores. Okay. No, the person didn't tell us yet. So, guys, do you have any other questions? Here is almost the time to finish. So, if you have something to tell me, or yeah, anyway, so I can see here that a lot of you are subscribers, not my, our watches subscribers. So we can see it later. And then, yeah, you can come back here tomorrow and I will try to answer all of the questions you have. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the time with me. I really enjoyed time with you and communication with you. And once again, I'll tell you the price for Z1 is 129 euros, for Z7 is 219 euros, 15 days no reason return, 2 years of warranty. And yeah, thank you so much. Hope all of you are having a good, nice day. Bye bye.